During this episode, I continue my journey, riding with both new and old friends, experience a frustrating setback with my bike, but also experience the most beautiful parts of Alaska. I started in Fairbanks, heading south through the small towns of Nenana and Healy. I had a brief stay in the Denali National Park before returning on my route, making my way east across the Denali Highway. This was easily the best route of the trip so far and did not disappoint. I then headed south towards Glen Allen for a resupply of food, before retracing my steps and then heading north towards the Canadian border and my final destination, Tok. Oh, and I also had to hitch a ride to Palmer because my bike broke, but you'll see that in the video.
Let's go, brother! Adios, hasta luego.
Hasta la vista, hasta pronto.
And unfortunately, I'm stuck with the Frenchman.
Yeah. I'm stuck with the British guy. Pepper sprayed himself.
Roll up my window, don't know where I'm bound. Driving by the river, there's a hole in the ground. Hand-me-down t-shirt, sticking on my back. Heading for a fall. Had to get up to crawl. No time to stall. On my way to nowhere, I'm not afraid at all. Roll up my window, can stand the fresh air. So far from the city, couldn't even compare. Ragged down highway, too many miles from home. Heading for a fall. Had to get up to crawl. I ain't got no time to stall. On my way to nowhere, I'm not afraid at all.
Volvemos a la carretera con Rubén otra vez. Vamos a ir a Parque Nacional Denali. Está nublado, pero no está lloviendo. It's all good. Back on the road with Ruben to Denali National Park. I'm not sure if I'm going to go in yet, but we'll see. It's a little bit cloudy, but it's not raining. Not yet, anyway.
Learning Spanish with Ruben Academy.
Self-destruction. I'm back to a place pick up my guitar and too much on your plate when the need to escape. Everything will be better when I find a way. When people leave, do they ever think about you? What I'd say if I ever came back again. Well, I still wonder and I miss you.
Hello, I'm here with Joe, and he's just been educating me on everything dog-wise about the Huskies. Been talking a little bit about the Iditarod race. Yeah, it's been nice. He even gave me a nice drink as well, which was good.
Alaskan hospitality.
So yeah, nice little break heading out of the park and see some of these dogs, which are absolutely beautiful. So yeah, thank you for that, Joe.
Pleasure meeting you, man.
Due to my lack of planning, my visit into the national park was short and sweet, somewhere I definitely need to come back to in the future. Nonetheless, I continue my journey southwards towards the Denali Highway.
Wide awake in a spell, smoking like a signal in a dream. Silver dollar sinking down, and dizzy lightness in between. I found you just like an open window inside a new shade of green. I could live under the soil.
Well, that's me done for the day. Came from Denali National Park and now I'm just outside Cantwell. You can probably hear the road just there. Despite that, it is a beautiful spot. I was looking for some camping. I even went to a campsite, but it was like $40 a night, and man, I'm not paying $40 to camp, especially when there's like no shower or anything like that. So came across this like beautiful place, just went and knocked on the door. I could tell the guy wasn't actually very happy to see me. He probably lives in the middle of nowhere for a reason, middle of nowhere in Alaska. And but nonetheless, he was like, yeah, you can camp. He said, don't usually do this, but yeah, you can set up your tent by the lake. He said you can go check out the river. I checked out a spot near the river, and there were some big footprints down there. I'm honestly not quite sure what it was. It was hard to tell because it was in sand. But yeah, so I chose the lake, exchanged the possible meeting of a bear or a moose for the noise of the road. So yeah, pretty good swap in my books. Then tomorrow, hopefully start the Denali Highway, and that takes me from Cantwell to Paxton. Pretty remote road, about 133 miles or something like that. But everyone says it's a good road, remote but beautiful. So yeah, looking forward to that, and I'm also looking forward to the view that I get of this lake in the morning when the rain's gone. So yeah, see you in the morning. that's me done. Day 1 on the Denali Highway. Whoa. Not actually too bad, to be honest. I'm tired. I don't even know why I'm tired. I actually slept alright last night. I think I'm probably coming to where I'm due a day off. And yeah, I did about 45 miles on the Denali Highway. I did another 5, I think, coming up to it through Cantwell. So yeah, about 51 miles today. It's not even bad, like not even that bad mileage, to be honest. Oh, I'm just tired. And also the mosquitoes, oh my god, it is crazy how much one insect can honestly just affect you mentally, just affect your time out here so much. There's like a beautiful view just out there. There's a fire pit, there's even wood that's been left over from someone else, and I was like, awesome, I'm gonna get there, I'm gonna have my food, I'm gonna set up a fire pit, I'm just gonna watch the wood burn and the fire roar in the mountains. But no, mosquitoes just have another idea. They're horrible and they're relentless. Oh man, so like, and it just makes it worse as well, because you obviously got to do all your sort of bear drills, so you're taking your food over there, you eat in a separate place. I can't just cook here and eat in here, which would be amazing. I've got to walk around eating because they'll bite me, and then come in here. The good news though, tomorrow I'm going to Alpine Lodge, so I purposely didn't pay for any camping or anything on the build up to this, because there's an Alpine Lodge, I think it's like $135. Eat what you want dinner, come on, eat what you want breakfast, come on. And it's a lodge, I actually get to stay in a room. There's some bloody places down there trying to rip me off $400 for a room just because it was bloody Independence Day. They're probably charging me more because I'm British as well. Day 1 on the Denali Highway, done. Time for bed. Oh.
Soft, turn the key and cooler on. Push a pause for relief. Free pass, you don't even have to ask to be the cat in the sun. Someday I will see the whole deal through today. I've got better things to do, okay, to leave a little bit undone and be the cat in the sun. Set aside every empty spreadsheet line and loosen up on the grind. Simmer down, settle back and mess around. Be the cat in the sun.
So just leaving Alpine Creek Lodge now, and look who joined me. Yeah.
Back for the big show.
Jeff, he's not even supposed to be coming this way. He just keeps following me. He enjoys my company.
I do enjoy the Brits company.
Hey, there we go.
Learn to talk like my mate.
So yeah, we'll have a bit of company for this ride, which will be nice. We both stayed here last night, had some good food, some good breakfast, and now we're off to do the second half of the Denali Highway.
Off we go.
a little stop for some pie in McLaren Lodge, somewhere around there. Just crossing McLaren River now, and then we're going up somewhere around here on the second tallest pass, or the second tallest pass that a highway crosses in Alaska. The first one, done it already, don't want to brag, Again Pass, pushed my bike the whole way up. But this one, hopefully don't have to push up because the roads are a lot nicer. So yeah, Jeff is motoring ahead, so I'll hopefully catch him up and go down the other side. And then I think we've got a campsite tonight, which will be nice. But yeah, very unexpected little lodge there, and a lovely pie. Let's go. Let's go, full Gore-Tex, yeah. More Gore-Tex, more power. That's what I heard.
Gonna make it out today, and they'll follow you everywhere. We'll make it through the dawn. We will get out of here, but baby, we'll never part. Every scar you've earned means you're still alive. Every twist and turn.
Oh, probably a bit windy, but just a quick update. So yesterday from the lodge was a lovely ride, and then I noticed some wobbling in my cranks, and then I got a puncture, which, as you saw, Jeff came to save me. Thank you, Jeff, for that electric pump. Awesome bit of kit, might have to get one. And then after that, got to the pizza place. My cranks are just getting even worse, really wobbly. I took my cranks off, and it's actually the bottom bracket inside, which means that I need certain tools, which means that I need to go to a bike shop. Next bike shop from here along my route is 700 miles away in Canada, literally in a different country. So today I'm going to try and make it to Glen Allen, which is a hell of a ride. It's going to be like over 90 miles. I'll try get there, or try get as close to there as I can. And then when I get to Glen Allen, I'm then going to actually hitch a ride down to Palmer, which is like the complete opposite way I'm going, but it's the closest bike shop. Else I'm going to be doing like, I think like 700 miles on this crank, which it'll probably break way before then. So Glen Allen today, and then maybe even stay at Glen Allen. Then in the morning, hitch a ride to Palmer or Anchorage, get the bike fixed. God knows how long I'm going to be there, or how much that is going to cost as well. Bloody hell. But yeah, we'll see. Try and get to Glen Allen today. I said goodbye to Jeff a bit earlier. We did the first few miles. But yeah, hopefully we'll meet Jeff again. We'll see. But until then, the mission is to get to Glen Allen and then hitch a ride to Palmer. Whew. Let's give it a go. Whew. That's me, just finished the Denali Highway. Paxton, where it ended, was slightly disappointing. That's it in the background there. Not even a garage. I thought, oh well, I've got a big day, I'll stop, have some snacks. Nothing. Oh, there might be something here actually. Nope. Nothing. 74 miles until Paxton. 74 miles until Glen Allen. We'll see what happens.
After cycling 83 miles, I arrived in Glen Allen. Here, I camped behind a church with the owner's permission and began trying to hitch a ride to Palma the next morning.
So I've been here for about 2.5 hours now. I honestly thought that I would have been picked up by now, but no luck yet. And as you can see, it's just a miserable day here. And the other thing that's a bit annoying, I was just talking to my girlfriend on the phone about this, is that like when you approach people, I get they're a bit wary, because maybe I don't know how I look or whatever, but some people, man, they treat you literally like you're an animal or something, like undoing the tiniest bit of their window and they're like, yeah, you're like I just come to ask you a question, and most of the time, to be fair, like I feel like when they hear the accent and see the bike, they're a bit more like, oh okay, this guy isn't homeless. But man, what if I was homeless? Like I'm not coming at you with any harm. So yeah, I think the way people are looking and talking to me is not adding to this, making this any funner. So yeah.
After feeling down on my luck, 30 minutes later I was picked up by a girl called Marguerite. I made it to Palma, got my bike fixed, stayed with a lovely couple called Mark and Mary, and even got a lift back to Glenallen with Marguerite the next day.
I'm here with my chauffeur, Marguerite. She's giving me a lift from Glenallen to Palma, and then she gave me a lift from Palma back to Glenallen as well, so very kind.
Hey, what's up YouTube? It's me, Bug Milk, Marguerite.
Shout out Bug Milk. That's our channel. We'll, I don't know how to do it, but maybe I'll put it up somewhere. Damn, got us a little burrito before I start. Damn, this is payment. This is what you get for giving a randomer a 5-hour journey. It's worth it, eh? You think? Good to go. That's so nice.
Best day ever.
Shout out Ernesto's.
After waving goodbye to Marguerite, I set off on my final leg of the journey, from Glenallen to Toke.
Just stopped for lunch. I thought I'd share my lunches, what I'm having at the moment. Having these, which are super convenient. They're high protein, but also they're just super lightweight. There's tuna ones, different flavors. There's also chicken ones, different flavors. Yeah, and having meat like that as opposed to meat in a can is just awesome. Then look at this, very fancy Philadelphia smoked salmon cream cheese. That is a new addition. I did yeah, treat myself a bit with that one. Base of the Philadelphia, tuna on top, bosh, lovely. It actually takes like 10 seconds to make, and it's so nice. And considering it's all from a packet, it's like fairly nutritious. Probably some nasty stuff in there, but man, can't eat amazing when you're on the road. So yeah, that is good enough for me. I talk like I'm some kind of nutritionist and like I really care about what I put in my body, and then I'm just sitting there having spoonfuls of Nutella peanut.
bloody tastes so good. So nice. This is my pudding. This is my little treat. Just a little bit of that bad boy. Oh my god. Some food nowadays is like bordering on like having an opiate like addiction. Like that is just, it's unbelievable.
I was just admiring the river, and then something went past. It looked like a log, and I kept looking at it, and it was a beaver, just swimming like right down here. And it was pretty close. That's the closest I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen a beaver in real life ever, and that was like really close just to see him paddle along down there. Man, that was so cool. So last night got to bed fairly early, and then at midnight a lady pulled up literally right here. That could even be her tyre marks just here, headlights straight into my tent, and I was watching her through my little window here, and it was so bizarre because she was in a real rush, and she was like filling up water from this river down here. And she had 2 kids with her, so she was like filling up water. Her kids were bringing her empty bottles, taking the full bottles back to the car, and they were just filling up bottles and bottles of water at midnight. It was so weird, and they wasn't in an RV either. They were just in a normal car. Very strange. And she was playing music out of her car, and she was like being very loud about the whole getting water ordeal. I just couldn't think why. I can imagine maybe you needed 1 bottle of water to like for wiper fluid or something, but yeah. Bit strange. Anyway, time to pack up, have some breakfast, and get to Toke. Let's do it.
Attention to the sound, the one that's coming from your mouth. Don't mean to turn it upside down, I really wanna hear you out. I can't know how it is to be where you so calmly sit. When I'm further my own, there it is, catching only part of it. To just be, to really see something other than just me. To lean in, look around, open up to the sound.
So, just arrived here in Tok. I'm gonna stay here at this campground. I'm actually gonna do 2 nights in a tent and then another 2 nights in a lodge, just to save a bit of money, but also give a bit of time to just have like a full reset. I've just seen Jeff here, which is so funny. Every time I bump into him, it's like it never gets old, but awesome to see him. So yeah, maybe we'll have a dinner tonight. Pretty cool campground. Every night they do a pancake toss. You get a pancake, toss it into a bucket. If you get into the bucket, you get $10 off of breakfast, and they do this every single night, and every person gets 2 goes, and it's free to have a go. So yeah, as soon as I heard that, the competitive side of me kicked in. I was asking all about the rules and regulations and everything, just to make sure, because at first I was like, man, I've got this. If there's no rules and regulations, I'm getting that pancake, I'm turning it into like a ball, and I'm just throwing it in. Bosh. But she said that's a legal move, so I won't be doing that. Anyway, I'm gonna be here for the next 4 days, gonna try and get this video out from here, and then also my package might be in Tok, which is gonna be so funny, or Toke as people call it. It's gonna be so funny to hopefully get that tomorrow morning. But yeah, next few days is gonna be chill before I get back on the road and eventually head towards Canada. We got a man down, we got a man down. It's gonna be okay, buddy. It's gonna be okay.